In this training, I will be teaching you all you need to know about cPanel. The C there means control. So when you hear the word cPanel, it means control panel. So you will be learning everything about control panel, autoresponders, what is webmail, what is forwarder, what is file manager, and how to find your way around the cPanel. Now, the cPanel, as far as I'm concerned, is the most important tool that you need to keep very safe when it comes to your web design career. But if someone else finds or get access to your cPanel, that means everything that you have done, all your files will be lost. So guys, let's hop into my system and let me show you how to navigate your way through the cPanel.
We're going to be looking at cPanel. So you're going ahead to purchase the domain name, go ahead to purchase your hosting, and I told you that your hosting is like your server where your files are stored. So you purchase your domain name and you purchase your hosting. And when you purchase your domain name and you purchase your hosting, you give some time for the hosting company to send you the hosting cPanel login. So if you're buying hosting from us, we'll set it up and we'll send you the information about the hosting. Know that sometime hosting takes some time to propagate, up to 24 hours to 48 hours. But if we set up your hosting for you, it's going to propagate within 10 to 20 minutes, right? So now, when this information is sent to you, you have to go right into the cPanel and log into your cPanel so that you can start designing your website. So you can start designing your website. So how do you log into the cPanel? And this is what I'll be showing you in this training. So I'll go right there in my email and you see what I have here, the cPanel details. You see, so some hosting will create the cPanel for you, and when they create the cPanel for you, they'll send you a link to the cPanel. You see the domain name that I purchased and the cPanel username and the cPanel password that was sent to me. So I'm going to use this to log into my cPanel. So this is another one. You see that new account information, domain name, username, password. And in this one, you see that they didn't send me a link to log in to the cPanel, right? But how you log into the cPanel is very, very simple. You just enter the domain name.com/cPanel. So I want to log into the cPanel. It's going to take me to the cPanel. So you see that here I have the cPanel. So I'm just going to log in to my cPanel, enter the username and password that was sent to me, and right away it's going to take me to my cPanel. So I can also do something like this. I can put the domain name, right? So you see the domain that was sent from there and type cPanel. Can you see that? This is going to take me to the cPanel. Now, apart from the cPanel, there's also what we call the webmail. Just like you have your Gmail, just like you have your Yahoo Mail, you also have the webmail. The webmail is the area of your site where you can check email. So let's say you have fedjetglobal.com. So you can say info@fedjetglobal.com. You can say support@fedjetglobal.com. Just the same way your bank send you message, say info@gtbank.com, Access Bank @accessbankplc.com. So just the same way and the same concept, you will be able to log into your mail. So I just go here and put my domain name and say /webmail. So it says /webmail. So can you see that? So it's going to take me to my webmail area. So this is my webmail area. So I'm just going to put my username and password that I've created and log in. So I have logged into the cPanel of this website that we're going to be using, and this is the cPanel of this website. So the first thing you need to look at when you log into this cPanel of this website is that you might come here and see that your website does not have SSL. But if you look at this right now, you see that this website has SSL. SSL means the padlock sign of your site. So you can see the site, it has a padlock sign. Can you see that? Connection is secure. So that means the website have SSL, right? So connection is secure. So you can also see that connection is secure, and you can also see that connection is secure. But there are times when you log into the cPanel and connection is not secure. So all you need to do is just look for Let's Encrypt. So this is Let's Encrypt. It's going to come with the server that I'm going to be preparing for you. So Let's Encrypt is a solution on your server that is used to install SSL to make sure your site is showing this particular site. Now, the reason why your site must have SSL is because when your site does not have SSL, it tells the business people that you are not a serious business person, and people will not be able to enter their credit card on your website and want to purchase from you. So it's as important as you think. Before now, if your site does not have SSL and you come to me and you want me to do SSL for your site, I charge you up to 20,000 naira. Or it's as simple as coming to this place and click on issue, right? So when you click on issue, you come here again and you click on what? Issue. And when you do that, you have to just give the site like 10 to 20 minutes for the SSL to come up. So I've actually done that on this site, and that is why you see that I have SSL that is installed on this website. So go ahead and look at the cPanel. If it's showing something like red here, just know that there is no SSL. SSL means secure socket layer, and it's the same thing that they call the HTTPS. So there's a difference between the HTTP and the HTTPS. So the HTTPS means Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. You get it now? So nowadays, no one wants to engage with a website who does not have Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. So ensure your website has SSL. So now on the cPanel, I'm just going to show you some stuff. So on the cPanel, we have what we call the domains, we have what we call the subdomains, and we have what we call the email accounts. So I've told you before that email account is used to create emails so that people can communicate with you, confidentially and professionally. So I'm going to create an email. So I click on email accounts. So click on email account. Now you see that I have 999 email available in this account. So I click on create. So I cannot say info. You see that info@fidgetglobal.com. So I can set my password. So this is my password. I'm just copying this password. You can set your password and you can say unlimited and you click on create. So you see that an email account has been created for me. So that is to say, you can send an email to this particular email and the email is going to go. So let me just go on and log into this mail that I've created. So you just go to fidget.com/webmail and put a password here. And so this is the email. So let me log in. So you see, so I'm just going to enter this here. I'm going to log in. If my information is correct, it's going to log me into the webmail. So you see that I'm logged into the webmail. I can just save that so that I can always be able to. So the first time you want to log into the webmail, you see something like this. Just click open my inbox when I log in. Then you click on open. So it's going to take you straight away to the webmail, right? So you can create as much webmail that you want to create. See that we have over 999 email. So I have a client who creates email, asked me to create email for all his children. It's an hotel, so it's Osahon at choicegatehotel.com, blessing at choicegatehotel.com. So this is your webmail. So I like to configure my webmail, so I just go to settings. So when I send message from my webmail, I click on identities. So then you click on this info here. Right, so display name, I can just say Fidget Global. It's very, very important. That is the same thing your bank does. When you get a message from Access Bank, you just see Access Bank, right? So Access Bank, and that's the same thing all of these guys who are into fraud, these Yahoo guys, they also do. So they can buy a domain name like this and configure the domain name with a name of what they want to use, let's say Access Bank or GT Bank or Global Bank and all of that. So when a message is sent from this email, all you will see is just something like Access Bank, and you think the email is coming from Access Bank, and you wouldn't want to actually look at the email where the information is coming from. And even if you look at it, how can you differentiate? So let's say Access Bank is www.accessbankplc.com, and these guys can go ahead and do something like www.accessbanks-plc.com. So they can tweak the domain name, and I showed you how to tweak a domain name. But the domain name can actually be tweaked, and you will not know where it is coming from. And that is how they use to scam a lot of innocent people. So as a web developer, you should be aware of all of these tactics and techniques, and you should be able to differentiate these stuff. So, but I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, if I send a message, you will think the message is from Access Bank. So I'm just going to go Fetch Global. So this is the name of the site, Fetch Global. So I'll put it as the company name here, and the reply will be here. Put it here. So I'm going to save this. Alright, so that has been saved. So I'll go back to my mail. So this is my mailbox. So just like you have your Gmail and all your other kind of email like Yahoo Mail, you can send messages. So I can click on Compose. Right, so you can see I can click on Compose and send a message. So I want to send a message to this guy. Right, so subject. See that UK visa inquiry or inquiry on your product. Right, so you can just go ahead and, so let's say this is the mail I want to send. So I'll just copy and paste here. So let's say I want to attach an image, so I can still click on attach here, just the same way you have it on your Gmail. So I can attach this. So you see that it's going to upload that. So you can see that. So when I'm done with this, I can now maybe I can save the message if I want to save the message, but I don't want to save the message, so I want to send the message. And just like you have different email, you can also put different emails here and stuff like that. So I'll just click on send. So that is how to send a mail from your webmail. So if you also have a mail, you just open it up here, and you're going to see an email that you have. Right, so I'm just going to check my inbox if that message has actually come. So it might take some time before the message comes. Depends on the kind of server that you are using. Right, depends on the kind of server. Alright, so that is how to send mail from your web server. So I can also send email from this web server from here and see, let's see if we're going to receive the mail. Go ahead and put all of these to text. The mail are supposed to be delivered, so I'll just click on these and say I. So click on send. Alright, so that is how to send message from, to, and fro. So I can just see, go to my inbox and see if the message has arrived. So surely the message is going to arrive. So you see, okay, you see the message has arrived. How what's up with the package? So you just open up the message and stuff like that. You see the message, and you can reply directly to the message. So you can reply to the message, and I can type, "Thank you for reaching out." So that is how you can send me to and fro from your webmail, right? So you can go ahead and create more of this webmail, and you can manage the webmail here. Let's say you want to change password, you can click on manage. You can also directly check your mail here but your clients may not actually know something about cPanel, so you don't just give them direct access to cPanel. You create your webmail and you send them how to log into the webmail, or you can even create a menu on your site and call it webmail, so that when they click on it, if you take them directly to where they will need to enter the webmail address, right? So, and they can actually also come here on this webmail and change the password. So they just go around and they can actually change the password to whatever password they like from the password that you give to them. So that is all about webmail. So I'll go to my home page of my cPanel again. So you always click here to go back to your home page of your cPanel. So the next thing I want to look at is what is autoresponders. You click on autoresponder. How does autoresponder work? Autoresponder automatically reply a mail that is sent to you. So let's say we have created info and somebody sent a mail to info. We can set up an autoresponder to automatically reply any mail that is sent to info@fetchjetglobal.com, right? So this is how to create the autoresponder. So just click on add autoresponder, and interval we just put 0. 0 means send message back. Anytime an email is sent to this info, automatically reply the mail, right? So you put 0 there, and what is the email you want to put there? So the email is what? Info. The mail must have been created. info@fetchjetglobal.com. So you can have more than one domain. You just click here and you select that. So say thank you for reaching out. So you go ahead and okay, so here will be your company name, Jet Global. So the subject can be thank you for reaching out. Say hello, we have received your message and our customer care rep we called you shortly, right? So that is, so you can go ahead and put whatever you want to put. Say call 070671169. Info. The email is info@fetchjetglobal.com. Alright, so you say start immediately. So immediately a mail is sent to this guy, automatically reply that email, right? So you successfully created the info autoresponder. So if I go ahead to my email, okay, so you see the inquiry on your product, so see the email that dropped from there. So now if I go ahead and compose a message and send to this guy and say we have just paid, right? So it's also the same thing when somebody buys your product online and probably you tell them immediately you make payment to my bank account, please send a mail to info@yourcompanyname.com, and you can set up your autoresponder to automatically reply those people who send the mail. So when somebody send the mail and say, oh, we have made payment, you can configure what you want to send them on that email, and automatically, immediately they send the mail to that mail, they will automatically get the link to download. So you can set that up without actually being online, without actually being on the system. And anytime they make a payment, they send a mail to that particular mail. So the mail can be like payment@fetchjetglobal.com. So any mail that is going there, the person has paid and is sending a mail. So immediately the person paid and they send a mail to that particular mail, the person will get an auto response and say, hey, thank you for purchasing our product. Here is the download link. So that is how to make money online when you are sleeping. So you set up all of these things to, automate your marketing process even while you are sleeping. So it is a very, very useful tool for digital marketing. So you set up all your platform to be automated so that you have less work to do and your system does the work for you. Say, hi, we just made a payment and here is the proof. Right? So click on that and the mail has been sent. So anytime the mail hits this guy here, right? So I just hope that this server is as fast as possible, but the server is trying, it's delivering. Some server will take more time to deliver. So immediately that mail hits this server, automatically this server is going to respond back to that Gmail that sent the information, right? So I can just go back and refresh it and see if it's going to come on time. I think it has come. You see that we just paid. Can you see that? So I can just open this up and say, hi, we just made a payment and here is the proof. So let us go back here and check that particular email that we sent a mail from. Yeah, can you see that? Thank you for reaching out. Hello, we have received your message. Can you see that? Hello, we have received your message and customer rep will call you shortly. You see that? So this will help you automate your process. So that is how the autoresponder works. So you can go ahead and set up your autoresponder, test it to and fro, and you can set up more than one autoresponder. Also, you can also have a form on your website, and when people fill that form, you configure the form to send information to this email. So when they come on your website, fill the form, information is sent to this email, and immediately the information lands on this email, they automatically get a response, right? Automatically get a response. I remember when I wanted to learn, I think I wanted to learn website design then, yeah, and I saw a website online and I just filled a form and all of that, and immediately I saw a message. I said, wow, this is so cool. So a message from there thanking me for filling their form, sending me their course details and everything and all of that. And I went through everything. I was so amazed that they could just reply me instantly. I never knew that it was an autoresponder. And to wow me more, before I knew it, somebody called me from their office and said, hey, you filled a form on our website. We sent you a mail. Did you see that mail? And all of that. So there is also need for human intervention. Do you know that that singular act of sending me an autoresponder email and also after some time giving me a call that a form was filled by me, boosted my trust for them, and immediately I accepted their offer, made payment, and went straight to them to learn whatever I wanted to learn. The same thing, I've also booked hotel in some website, just filled a booking form. And before you know, they call me and say, hey, you just booked hotel in our hotel. So sometimes do not leave all the workload for your autoresponder, for your email. You have to also bring real human feelings to your marketing. And that is the reason why you see some companies make a lot of money. I like Jumia a lot because if you fill a form on Jumia's website, you're trying to buy something and your payment didn't go through, at most 2 days, Jumia is going to give you a call and tell you, hey guy, you try to purchase from our website. I want to go ahead and place this order for you. So that is what marketing entails, and that is what you should do. All right, so let's go back to our cPanel. So I'll just click on that button back again. So the next thing I'm going to look at right on my cPanel is what is called the forwarder, right? It's called the forwarder. Now, how does a forwarder work? So let's say you have this info ad and you're not good at always checking, going to your webmail to check your info at your website.com. You might want all emails that are sent to info at to be forwarded to your normal Gmail, right? So you just click on what? Add forwarder, right? So I can say address info. Can you see that? At FedgetGlobal.com. So any message that is sent to this guy should be forwarded to my personal email. So that is how it is. It's also very, very applicable in most especially bank. So maybe the bank wants information to always go out every day to all of the managers in the 36 states. Maybe they have 1,000 managers, right, in the 36 states. And, with just one message, a forwarder sent to just one, maybe they create a manager at all managers at accessbank.com. So all the supervisor need to do is just send one message to all managers and supervisors at accessbank.com, and that mail will be forwarded to the Gmail address of all of the managers. So these are the Gmail address of all of the managers. So I just click on add forwarder. So that is how to add all of the forwarders. So you add that, you click on back again, and then you also add another one. So you click on add forwarder again. So let's say info again. So any email also sent to this should also be forwarded to a chief. So you can add as many forwarders that you want to add. So I can go back again and begin to add forwarders. So you see that. So any email sent to this guy will be sent to this guy. Any email sent to this guy will also be sent to this guy. So if you have 1,000 bank managers all over the state, you put a 1,000 email right there and just create only one message. So send the message to that one email, and all messages will be forwarded to all of the bank managers. So you can go ahead and delete this. So you click delete forwarder. You can go back, delete, and you delete forwarder. So let's say in your company also you also have a staff who you created email accounts for. So maybe the staff has been sacked. So go back to the email and look at the email you created for that staff. For example, this is the email. So it's the default email. So let's say this is the email, right? So you just go ahead, click on this, and you delete that email account that you have created for that staff. So these are all very, very important. So you can see the way my email is coming, Fetched Global. You can see that Fetched Global. So the way we configure all of that, and that is the way that it is coming. So go ahead and create all of these and do the testing to and fro and make sure it works. This is a very important tool in digital marketing that will, if you're employed in a company as a web designer or as a web manager, these are the stuff that they expect you to know how to do. These are the stuff that they expect you to carry out for them to be able to manage their business, manage their forwarders, manage their email account, and manage everything that is happening in the company, and also help them grow. Right? So another thing we are going to look at on this cPanel is called the domains and the subdomain. So click on domains. Okay, let's go back to domains. So let's see. Okay, I wanted to talk about Addon Domains. So Addon Domain is used to add another website, to your cPanel. But I'm not sure that this cPanel has Addon Domain. So there is no Addon Domain. So there is no Addon Domain on this cPanel. So actually, you can just buy one hosting, use the Addon Domain features to add that domain inside that hosting without actually buying another hosting for that domain. So the next thing we're going to look at is the subdomain. So this guy has subdomains. I just click on subdomain. So maybe the subdomain I want to create is blog. So the subdomain is a name that comes before the domain. So this is now going to be blog.fetchedglobal.com. So if I put my mouse there, you see that blog.fetchedglobal.com, and I can go ahead and create this. Can you see that? So blog.fetchedglobal.com has been created. So I can go ahead and design a website on this. So can you see that? So it's trying to propagate and come up. So you can also click on go back and come down here and you can remove and you can delete, and you cannot go back to your cPanel. So all your website file in your cPanel are stored in your file manager. So if I click on file manager, it's going to take me to all the place that all my website files are stored. And when you come to all your this place, you see a folder called public_HTML. So for your website, you type www.yourwebsitename.com. You type www.yourwebsitename.com, and you want your website to come up. Then your website was so www.yourwebsitename.com. Your website must be residing on the public_HTML. So I'm just going to open the public_HTML, right? So these are all the files in the public_HTML. I can click select all, and I can click rename or move or delete. So I'm going to delete that from there, and I'm going to confirm. So that is your file manager. So any work that we're going to be doing, all the files of our website are going to be on our file manager. So we also have the MySQL database, we have your MySQL database, and we have the PHP MyAdmin. So this is used to create database. But the kind of website I will be doing, the database will be automatically created for us, right? So go ahead and look at the cPanel, and there are a lot of tools and resources that you can actually see in the cPanel and use. But before I go, there's one more tool I want to talk about on the cPanel, and that tool is called the Softaculous. That tool is called the Softaculous. So what is Softaculous? Softaculous is a tool that is used to install other tools. You can say Softaculous is a software that is used to install all other kinds of software. It's just like the Google Play Store on your mobile phone. What do you do with the Google Play Store? You use the Google Play Store to install other applications. Without the Google Play Store on your phone, you cannot install WhatsApp. You cannot install, any other application. So that is the same thing with the Softaculous, app installer. So the Softaculous app installer has a lot of apps that you can actually use, to design a lot of websites. So I'm just click on the Softaculous app installer. So I'll click on the Softaculous app installer. So when you click on the Softaculous app installer, you see a lot of apps. So you see WordPress, you see Joomla, Abancart, WHMC. All of these tools are used to design websites. This is used to design websites. Joomla is also used to design websites. I've used it. Abancart is used to design e-commerce websites, and this is used to automate hosting. Simple Machine Forum is used to design a site like Nairaland. PHPBB is used to design a site like Facebook. This is used to design a site like real estate and all of that. A lot of them are here. But what we are interested here is WordPress. So the website that we are going to be designing and using is what? WordPress. So before we go into that, just go to WordPress.org. So you might want to ask that what is WordPress and why do we want to use WordPress? So what is WordPress and why do we want to use WordPress? So you can see watch 2020 state of the art world, the anarchy song. Okay, so now let me just scroll down and show you something. So meet WordPress, right? WordPress is open source software that you can use to create beautiful website, blog, or app. So you can see trusted by the best. 39% of the web uses WordPress. You see that from hobby to blogs to biggest news sites online. So just imagine there are over 10 million different kind of websites available on the web, but just one software, which is called WordPress, powers 39% of the web. Wow, that is so powerful. 39% of the web is powered by WordPress. So WordPress can be used to design any kind of site, from e-commerce site, social media networking site, news blog website, school portal, and church website, NGO website. Just name them. WordPress has the ability. WordPress has the ability to design that kind of website. So we are going to be looking at how to design our website using WordPress. So let's go back to our subtaculars and just click on install. So you see that you have just one domain. If you have more than one domain, it's going to show up here. So just leave this setting the way it is, and in directory, do not put anything here. But if you see anything here, just ensure that you remove it. So I'm going to tell you how this in directory works, but just for now, just remove that and leave this setting like this. So admin and path. So you can go ahead and so let's say I want to change this. Say pass at 11, right? So you see that I can just enter my username and my password. So then I click on what? Install. Alright, so you can see within how many minutes WordPress has been installed on our server. So I'm going to come over here and put this here. Wow, so you can see that. So when you go to our website, you see that WordPress has been installed. So it's going to show up like this, right? So how do you now log into the back end of WordPress? So the website like this, then /wp-admin. Can you see that? So when you do that, it's going to take you to the back end of WordPress. So you enter the username admin, then pass at 11. Forgotten the password I used. So do not try to forget your password. So create your account and install your WordPress and ensure you know the password that you use. So I have been logged into the back end of WordPress, and if I come here and say visit site and right click and open, I'll be logged into the front end of my website. So for a WordPress website, here is a front end and there is a back end too. This is the back end of the WordPress site, and this is the front end of the WordPress site. And see the direct link to the front end of the website. So before I drop this lesson off, there's something I also want to explain to you that is very, very important. A lot of web designers are getting wrong, and they are asking me how they can get this done. So let's say, for instance, you have a client who gives you a job to do, and the client says, oh, go ahead and design this website for me. When you're done, I can look at it. If it's good enough, I will pay, and all of that. So you do not need to go and be buying domain name and hosting for such a client, right? You don't go ahead and do that. All you need to do is you create a directory on your existing website and design the client's website on that directory. What about when you have a client who gives you a job and say, okay, I have a website, I want you to revamp and redesign a website. You will not go ahead and delete the client's website from his cPanel and begin to build yours. No, you do not touch anything. Just leave it the way it is and create a subdirectory on your website or on this client's website. Then you build from there. So now if you look at this website, the main link is what fetchedglobal.com, and the back end is what fetchedglobal.com/wp-admin. So let's say I want to create a subdirectory where I can do another work from. So I just click on blog, I'll click on WordPress, then I'll click on install now. So here, where is it in a directory? Can you see that this is where you can create a directory? So in this place, I cannot say client. So when creating a directory, don't use capital letter, don't use more than one name, just use just one name. So it means that for me to access this client website, or for me to access this website, okay, let me say Dubai trip, right? So let me say, to access this client's website, I have to go to this link. So let me put it here, provide trip. So you see that? So that's how to create directory, and you can create as many directories that you want. So I just leave it at username and password the way it is, and I'll come here and I will install. Alright, so it's going to install. So what that means is that I have two different kind of website right now in this server. So one link is fetchitglobal.com/Dubai trip, while the main website is what? fetchitglobal.com. And this is also very useful when you are also creating your digital products. So you can go ahead and install WordPress in a directory, create another product. Let's say you want to create a product for ClickBank. You go ahead and create another WordPress and name it ClickBank. You want to create a product for Facebook advertising, go ahead and create another directory and call it Facebook. So when people go to your website.com/Facebook, they will get to that. So on my website, I have different directories that I have created and used to create my information product. So this has been installed on our server, and if you take a very good look at this, you will see that this is fetchitglobal.com/Dubai trip. Can you see that? fetchitglobal.com/Dubai trip. So for me to now log into the cPanel of this one, it must be fetchitglobal.com/Dubai trip/WP-admin. So I hope that is understood. So if that is not understood, just send me a mail, support@digitalmarketingtrainingagency.com, and I'm going to respond to you, or send me a mail on, send me a WhatsApp message, and I'm going to respond to you. So let's go to blog again, and let's go to WordPress. Can you see that? One more time, I can install this again, and let's say I want to create for another client again. I can say Corona. Can you see that? So that's another one, and I can say, come down here, I can say install. So it's going to create another directory for me, right? Can you see that? So this is another directory. Can you see that? Corona. So /Corona. So you can go ahead and begin to create different kinds of directory on your cPanel. So let me go back to blog and go back to WordPress. So when I go back to WordPress and I scroll down, I will see all of the installations that I have made. So if I want to delete that, I can just come here and say, I'm done with this guy, I want to delete this guy. I can just remove that installation, click on this, and that installation will be removed. Click on run to overview, and if I scroll down again, maybe I want to remove this guy, or I want to edit it, I can click this already, but I want to remove this. Just click on remove, and scroll down, move installation, click OK, and that will be removed from my server. Click on return to overview. Let's say I want to remove this last guy, I just click on this and remove, but I do not want to remove this guy. So that is how to install WordPress on your cPanel. So go ahead, try this out, and get it rightly. Now the purpose of this course is not for you to just watch and get the knowledge, it's for you to apply everything that you are learning and use it to become somebody. Use it for your clients, use it to grow their businesses, use it to make a lot of money, and use it to better your life.
Okay, so you have seen how the cPanel works, right? So go ahead, ensure you do all of the practicals that I just showed you. Go ahead, configure your webmail, configure your autoresponders, and set up your SSL certificate. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I will see you in the next class.